Hi, my name is Helen and today I would like to give you a short overview about BankLink product that is developed for the Dynamics. BankLink is an interface between companies' business software and Baltic banks. It enables users to make and approve payments and process bank account statements directly in Dynamics, with an aim to make everyday finance simpler and easier to manage, and enable to run all the processes from one environment. For that, a secure bank channel connection is created between Dynamics and banks. BankLink has two functionalities, which can be used both together or separately. First functionality, automatic data exchange with banks, enables to create payments from Dynamics, sign them digitally using Smart ID, Mobile ID or ID card method, send payments directly to banks, follow up acceptance status received from bank and retain payment history. Also receive transactions, account statements and balance information. Since large companies can initiate hundreds or even thousands of bank transfers each working day, using file export-import system for sending data to the bank can result in security threats and also take too much time. So this is the process that BankLink helps to solve. Second functionality, automatic account statement processing, enables to process the whole account statement. Depending on the number of bank transactions a day, it could take a big part of accountant's time to reflect them in Dynamics. Columbus BankLink includes automatic account statement reconciliation tool, which enables to process the whole account statement and to create correct transactions in Dynamics. The user only needs to review and confirm these results. All the processes are run automatically in the background. So this was a very short description about BankLink. But best way to see the benefits of using BankLink is to show you how it actually works. Columbus BankLink is a separate module in Dynamics. Under the general information, user can find all the information related to the data exchange between banks. It includes bank accounts, account statements, account balances, and messages. Under the section Journals, we can find journals that we can use to make payments. We can use the vendor payment journal, customer payment journal, and we can create payments using general journal. Under periodic tasks, it is possible to set up automated processes to run regularly in the background. We can set what is the sequence to exchange messages with banks, when to start automatic reconciliation process, and when to close account statements. Also, several setups are needed to work with BankLink. It includes parameters, matching rules, banks, bank channels, and signing rules. But now I would like to go a bit more into detail about the first functionality, which is automatic data exchange with banks. In order to make payment, user has to create payment journal with payment lines. It is important to select correct method of payment, which has bank interface identifier. Also, account type must be bank and selected offset bank account from where we would like to make the payment. After the payment journal with payment lines are all set, the user needs to click on Generate Payments. A new window opens and the user has to select the value into the method of payment field and into the bank account field. If the payment method selected for the journal has a bank interface identifier, the payment XML file is saved in the bank interface messages. And the signing is initiated according to the signing rules set up in Dynamics. If the compiler of the payment file is also the first signer, the signing will be initiated from the payment journal under Myself button. Signing process starts automatically Now user can choose signing method. It can be using ID card, mobile ID or smart ID. I will choose mobile ID method to sign the payments. The first step is to identify a user. In order to do that, user needs to enter PIN1 code. If the identification is successful, it is possible to sign the payments. In this window, we can see the sum of payments, but we can also see payment details. To sign the payment, user needs to provide PIN2 code. After the signing, payment message will be sent automatically to bank if all the necessary signatures have been given to the payment. If there are several signers or if the signing was interrupted from the journal for any reason, then the signing process will continue from the messages section. Under the outgoing messages, we can see payments that are waiting users to sign them before sending to the bank, and now it is possible to sign payments. It is also possible to reject the payment if there are errors. If the user rejects the payment, it is necessary to provide the reason why the payment was rejected. And here we can also set the next signer for the payment. It is also possible to set up notifications so that signers get notified if there are payments that are waiting to be signed. After the payment is sent to the bank, Dynamics receives message from the bank and updates the payment status on the journal lines. Payments can have status approved or rejected. I will update the data on the journal, and we can see that all payment lines has marked as approved. If the payment line status is marked as rejected, an error message is added to the payment details. We can go and click on Payments, and on the right side we can see the error text field, where the reason will be provided why the payment has been rejected. Payment lines with the status rejected can be corrected and sent to the bank again. Only payment lines with status none or rejected will be sent to the bank. If all the payment lines on the payment journal has status approved, it is possible to post the journal. Messages status on the payment lines can have status awaiting signatures, which means that the payment message has been created but needs signing. The payment lines can have also status waiting sending to the bank, which means all the necessary signatures have been given to the payment, but the message hasn't been sent to the bank yet. And sent status means that message has been sent to the bank. All the information exchanged with banks are stored under the messages section. There are outgoing, received and sent messages, with all the necessary details that are related to the messages. For example, under the outgoing messages, we can see payments that are waiting users to sign them before sending to the bank. Under sent messages, it is possible to see all the messages that has been sent to the bank. Under the details, there are all the information related to the payment XML message. Under the payment, it is possible to see all the payment lines that are included in the payment message. We can also see and download digital container, and under the signers, we can see who has signed the payments. So basically all the information related to the messages are stored in this section. And under received messages, we can see all the messages that the bank has sent us. It includes payment statuses, account statements, account balances, etc. All the account statements and account balances are saved under the General section. So this was a very short overview of how the automatic data exchange with banks works. We created payments, signed them digitally, sent automatically payments to the bank and received response from the bank about the payments. All the processes were done in Dynamics and we didn't have to log into different bank environments. We also saw that all the data exchange between Dynamics and banks was saved in Dynamics under the Messages section with detailed information about payments and signers. And now let's see the second functionality, which is automatic account statement processing and which can save a lot of time each working day. First of all, we need account statements in order to start the reconciliation process. All account statements are stored on the Account Statements section. It's either received automatically from bank using automatic data exchange functionality or imported manually. The process for the user looks like this. Batch job is set to run automatically, which will start reconciliation process. During this process, matches has been found between account statement lines and already existing transactions in Dynamics. And new journals are created for missing transactions. For example, if accountant comes to work in the morning, then he or she sees already processed account statement results. Accountants need to check and verify the reconciliation results and automatically create the journals, adjust journals data if needed, and post the journals. After all the lines in the statement have been reconciled, it is possible to close the account statement. And that's it. There are no more actions needed from accountant side. Let's see an example. Let's open account statement section where all account statements are listed and choose one account statement. Clicking on the ID number, it is possible to see account statement lines with detailed data. Clicking on the reconciliation opens a reconciliation worksheet. We can see that reconciliation process has been run. We can see that all account statement lines has been reconciled. That means there are no unreconciled lines. Now user has to check the results and approve them. On the left side of the reconciliation form, we can see account statement lines and also account statement line details. On the right side, there is a list of transactions in the ledger journals that are related to the same date and bank account. Both posted and unposted transactions are listed here that hasn't yet matched any of the account statement lines. Related transactions displays the transactions when the account statement line has been reconciled with journal transactions. On the right side of the form is related information where account statement header details and balances are displayed. It shows opening and ending balances of account statement, and we can easily compare them with system opening and ending balances. In Dynamics, it is possible to close account statement when the system balance equals with bank account balance. As I already mentioned, reconciliation is done by using predefined matching rules. As a result of reconciliation process, account type and account will be updated. It is connected with customer, vendor or ledger account and then with specific account. During reconciliation process, matching rules find matching transactions from customer and vendor open transactions. If the match has been found, there is a checkbox marked in the column Settlements. The transactions that were marked for settlement based on this account statement are visible under button Settlements. Account statement lines that are not reconciled have numeric value in this unreconciled column. Also very important is the journal section. Journals allow us to view journals that were created during processing of the account statements. For example, we can see that in this case, new general journal was created and all the bank fee transactions are added to the journal. and are waiting for posting. Also, other journals were created, like Customer Payment Journal, Customer Prepayment Journal, and Vendor Payment Journal. It is possible to start account statement reconciliation process manually, either on the account statement level or in a line level. It is also possible to view created journals, refresh the data on the worksheet, validate reconciliation process results, validate checks if all account statement lines have been aligned with ledger transactions. If the validation is successful, then it is possible to close account statement. And as I already mentioned, automatic account statement processing uses matching rules that can be set up to meet every company's specific needs. Rule lines are divided into two sections, reconciliation and creation. Reconciliation includes setups to find matching accounts and transactions that already exist in Dynamics. And creation includes setups to create new transactions in case matching transactions was not found. It is checked if the transactions already exist in Dynamics, and if not, then missing transactions will be created according to the rules. Therefore, reconciliation ensures that all bank account transactions are recorded in General Ledger. Rules can cover transactions between companies' own accounts, account processing of card payments, including the separation of bank fees from the total amount, and processing of currency exchange transactions. So this was a short description of BankLink product. To sum all the benefits of using BankLink. BankLink enables to make everyday finance simpler and easier to manage, and adds necessary functionality to the Dynamics that has been missing so far. It is possible to have automatic data exchange with banks in order to create and approve payments, and automatically process account statements, which only needs a user to review and confirm reconciliation results. BankLink enables to save time on account statement processing and manage all the processes from one environment. And user can have up-to-date bank account information in Dynamics. So this was my demo about BankLink product. Thank you for watching.